Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our 7th annual Rising Star celebration. This idea began with our previous Delta Kappa Gamma president, who's on tonight, Brenda Johnson. She's retired from Polk County Schools. I'm so happy to follow in her footsteps with this because growing the next generation of teachers and leaders is one of my personal passions, and I know it was hers as well. We are so pleased to recognize tonight 21 rising stars and leaders at each of the schools this evening. We're so impressed with their enthusiasm and dedication to the teaching profession. This is my 28th year in education, and I remember my first year teaching just like it was yesterday. So may all of your years in education bring you as much joy as this moment is this evening. You are making a difference in the lives of your students, your families, and your staff at your school. So congratulations, Rising Stars. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to Bobby Kelly. She's the media specialist at Sleepy Hill Elementary School and a Delta Kappa Gamma member. She's going to give you a brief overview of Delta Kappa Gamma.
Good evening. We want to thank each of you for joining us tonight, and I want to give you a brief background about DKG. The Delta Kappa Gamma Society International is a professional honorary society of women educators from every state and 13 countries. The society promotes professional and personal growth of its members and excellence in education. Some of the benefits of membership include scholarships, grants, and local, state, and international conferences where networking and relationships flourish. Established in 1929 in Austin, Texas, Delta Kappa Gamma has attained major objectives in improving opportunities for qualified women employed at every level of education, as well as in advancing the status of women educators. Our Polk County Lambda chapter was established in 1943 and has had an active presence in Polk County. Throughout the years, we are indeed indebted to the 13 courageous women who embarked on establishing the first DKG chapter in Polk County. We actively serve educational needs in our communities with various needed projects. We seek to provide networking of our members as we meet together for meetings, meals, and excursions. We meet 4 times during the year and provide most informational programming at that meeting. Okay, Lana, that's our background.
Thank you so much, Bobby. Sorry, we had a little feedback there. That should be better now. I'd like to begin by giving a huge thank you to Mrs. Monica Crosswhite. She's sitting right here next to me for all of the behind the scenes work that you've done, Monica, and supporting this program over the past 3 years. She helped make the online document that my colleagues were able to nominate all of these amazing Rising Star teachers, and to Mrs. Make It Happen Meek, who put this presentation together, along with Mr. Kyle Kennedy, who has given us some wonderful PR to recognize everyone this evening. So our presentation is in alphabetical order, and we will begin with Bartow Middle School, Milton Ramos, who is a PE teacher. We're having a little bit of technical difficulty. There we go. All right. Mr. Roberts stated that Mr. Ramos arrived at Bartow Middle School ready to work. He even showed up for a school basketball game the evening of his first day. He came to build relationships with the students and create engaging lessons that make them eager to participate during his PE classes. Bartow Middle is thrilled that Mr. Ramos has joined the Bartow Middle School team. Congratulations. Next, at Brigham Academy, Claire Simmons teaches kindergarten. Mrs. Boland shared that Mrs. Simmons took over a kindergarten class as a substitute teacher and then worked to finish her degree so she could teach this class full time. She's an amazing teacher and works so hard every day to learn everything new that she possibly can. Mrs. Simmons is always in a good mood and smiling. Her students love her, and she works every day to make sure that her students receive all the knowledge she can give them. She is a true team player and is already a vital part of Brigham Elementary staff. At Chain of Lakes Elementary, Lane Dasher teaches second grade English language arts. Mrs. Nelson selected Mrs. Basher because she began her first year teaching by hitting the ground running. She has fully immersed herself in the planning process, becoming a quick leader to the second grade team. Mrs. Dasher has developed an after-school club called Craftology, where students explore and grow their passions for constructing as they explore their creativity. Mrs. Dasher has quickly become a presence, building staff morale. She is always planning the next event to foster and build the collegial relationships among her grade level teachers. At Cumbie Academy of Design and Engineering, Mrs. Ferens nominated Anya Hockenberry, who teaches reading language arts. Mrs. Ferens said Ms. Hockenberry has been a great addition to their school's learning community. She is very conscientious and serious about learning. Ms. Hockenberry is passionate about teaching students to read and write, spending countless hours with their reading coach learning about reading workshop and effective strategies to motivate students to improve their writing. She seeks feedback and adjusts her instruction practices in order to improve student outcomes. Her open-mindedness and willingness to adjust her instruction shows that she puts her students first. She is very positive and looks for the good in every student. And at our school, Dundee Elementary Academy, we have nominated Phoenix Mooney, who teaches all subjects in 4th grade. Phoenix is one of the first to arrive on campus each day and has a passion for teaching that comes naturally. When visiting their classroom, you will find a beautiful mural they painted by hand during the summer. Each day, we see all students actively and authentically engaged in learning and having fun. They enthusiastically want to share what they're learning each day. Teaching and learning is centered around each individual student's learning style and needs. Next, we have Leslie Lewis Mark from Fort Meade Middle Senior. He teaches high school social studies. Mrs. Hardy shared that Mr. Lewis Mark has been a rare find for a new teacher. He is a brand new teacher and wise beyond his years of teaching. He is extremely diligent, prepared, and conscientious. His professional demeanor pervades the classroom culture and has begun an outstanding teaching career. They are blessed that he teaches high school social studies because their students benefit from having him as a teacher. Sarah Rourke teaches 1st grade at Frostproof Ben Hill Griffin Jr. Elementary. Mr. Myers shared that Sarah is a born teacher. Starting as a para, she has worked hard to get where she is. Sarah brings an energy and extreme effort to her classroom. She is receiving rave reviews as a first-year teacher and has the data to back up her teaching based on her most recent student test scores. She strives for greatness from herself and from her students. She uses new techniques, technology, and fun to help her students grow academically and socially. Her expectations are high and she has strong classroom management. Next, at Garden Grove Elementary, Alyssa Smith teaches 1st grade. Mrs. Niedringhouse said that Mrs. Smith is a true rising star at Garden Grove, an outstanding natural 1st grade teacher. Her love for her students is evident in everything that she does. She has established strong relationships with her students and their families, making everyone feel respected and valued. Mrs. Smith has embraced working with her team to implement the new best benchmarks and collaborative planning. Her ability to differentiate instruction with inclusion students makes her look like a veteran teacher. A person observing her classroom would never know she was a 1st-year teacher. She knows the curriculum is well organized and, most importantly, demonstrates compassion for children. At Highland City Elementary School, Delaney Roberts teaches kindergarten. Mrs. Weingart-Stravels shared that it is an honor to watch Delaney grow in the beginning stages of her dream profession. Her love for her students, positive attitude, dedication, and passion for education shines through with everything she does. She is self-motivated, going above and beyond, finding opportunities to improve her craft. She works well with her peers to create high engaging lessons based on the state standards, instilling in her students a desire to learn and achieve. She also understands students' individual needs and encourages their talents to foster their self-esteem. Her classroom is organized and provides unique learning opportunities for her students. She tracks their progress and celebrates their success. Her highly effective practices and strategies create a positive, well-organized classroom. She also maintains a consistent routine and celebrates student behavioral and academic success. At Horizons Elementary, Maria McDougall teaches art. Mrs. Heiser-Myers explained that as a first-year teacher, Mrs. McDougall has completely embraced the incorporation of CHAMP's behavior practices in all of her art classes. She has directly observed all grade levels creating artwork using a variety of mediums. She has hosted a staff paint night, which was enjoyed by many staff members on campus. Mrs. McDougall is a team player and is open to new ideas. She is empathetic and kind-hearted. Students enjoy spending time in her art classroom. Next, at Kathleen Elementary School, Emily Colburn teaches all subjects. Dr. Anthony states that Miss Emily Colburn has been a true asset to the Cougar Nation. She is their rising star and has demonstrated essential star qualities, including professionalism, positivity, and productivity to build their young leaders' desire to change the world for tomorrow. Her relentless teaching with a spirit of excellence with care has enhanced their school-wide culture. And a shout out to Miss Miller, who provided her classroom for her to do her internship in. It's always important to grow the next generation of teachers. Next, we have Kendra Moxon. She teaches English and does the yearbook at Lake Gibson High School. Mr. Van shared that Kendra always has a positive attitude and knows how to connect with the students and colleagues effectively. By striking a professional balance in their relationships, her students know what is expected of them. She is always open to ideas, and then, like any good teacher, she puts her own spin on them. She wants to succeed, and she wants her students to succeed too. Kendra has also accepted the responsibilities of a yearbook advisor, bowling club sponsor, game club sponsor, and color guard assistant coach. She is everywhere at Lake Gibson High School. At Lincoln Avenue Academy, Allison Tracy teaches reading and math. Mrs. Kirby Smith explained that Miss Tracy is a dedicated teacher and has shown amazing growth in just a few short months. Miss Tracy has amazing classroom management and is quick to implement engaging strategies for students when needed. Analyzing student data and adjusting instruction to meet individual student needs are two of her strengths. Miss Tracy is known for her upbeat attitude and positive outlook. She took on the challenge of teaching multiple subjects with a focus on math. She is thriving and often seen taking risks with her lesson plans and activities. She also often volunteers to help her second grade teammates out with additional tasks and to-do lists that benefit the entire grade level. Congratulations. Next, we have Angelbert Mariano, who teaches 7th grade math at McLaughlin Middle School. Dr. Hudson Wright shared that Mr. Angelbert has been a wonderful addition to the faculty at McLaughlin Middle School. You will always find him with a smile on his face. He is not satisfied with mediocre. Every day is a chance for him to challenge himself to become a better teacher, and he has the same expectation for his students. The students are very fortunate to have Mr. Angelbert as their mathematics teacher. At Palmetto Elementary, Alexandra Fox teaches 4th grade math and science. Mrs. Short shared that Mrs. Fox is highly motivated to make learning fun and interactive for her students. She reflects on her instruction and actively looks for ways to keep her lessons engaging for all of her students. She is hardworking and dedicated. She is willing to volunteer for a variety of school-wide events and to do things to make sure that students are learning. Next, we have Pamela DeMichael, a 2nd grade ELA teacher at Pinewood Elementary School. Mrs. Campbell said that opening the school year was well planned, organized, and brought about much excitement. A second grade team was brought together that consisted of teachers with a wide range of experience and one beginning teacher. Little did she know that that beginning teacher would be required to step up and help lead due to staff issues. Pamela did not let the changes and bumps in the road set her back, but instead used them for growth in a year filled with challenges. She has shown resilience, flexibility, and determination. She has demonstrated a willingness to do what is best for students, regardless of how it may inconvenience her. She readily accepts suggestions and feedback and sees them as an opportunity to learn. She has shown that she has the fortitude and drive needed to become an outstanding teacher. It's been exciting to see her develop her skills as a new teacher. And next we have Madison Brown, who teaches first grade at Rochelle School of the Arts. Mrs. Ward shared that Miss Brown is a graduate of Florida Southern College and a native of Lakeland. She has invested herself in creating an inviting and organized learning environment for her students and is employing effective strategies to help students connect new learning to previous concepts. With first graders, the acquisition of pre-reading and reading skills creates the foundation for other subjects and years of learning ahead for every child. Madison makes learning fun. She smiles, she encourages her students, and she works wonderfully with her colleagues as she's learning the ropes. She is indeed an asset to their school and a blessing to her students. Next, we have Stephanie Blauis, who teaches kindergarten at Sand Hill Elementary School. Mrs. Connolly explained that if you walk into her classroom, you would not know that she is a first-year teacher. She is creative, engaged with her students, and demonstrates with-itness. At the beginning of the year, she jumped right in, asking the right questions and wanted to know what to do in order to meet the needs of all her students every single day. She listens to feedback and does what is needed to meet the needs of her students. When she's absent, which is rare, her students miss her immensely because she has built those important relationships with them. Next, we have Emily Grace, who teaches first grade at Sleepy Hill Elementary. Mr. Deal shared that Mrs. Grace was previously a paraprofessional with Polk County Schools at a neighboring school. As any new teacher, she has demonstrated a desire to teach students and make a difference in their lives. She was eager to set up her room over the summer and spends many hours planning with other teachers and preparing lessons. Whenever any suggestions are made to improve delivery or manage discipline, she has been quick to implement them. She has nurtured a positive culture in her classroom, and students enjoy being in her class. And next we have Ann Merrick, who teaches first grade all subjects at Snively Elementary. Ms. Rosebrough states that Ann began in the field of education as a long-term substitute and worked her way up to becoming a Polk County teacher. She is very eager to learn and is extremely receptive to suggestions. She strives to always do what is best for her students. She sees improvements every time she walks in her room. Snively is proud of their rising star. And last but not least, at Winston Academy of Engineering, we have Taylor McGraw, who teaches fourth grade ELA and social studies. Ms. Brown explained that Taylor possesses all the qualities of an educator who is committed to excellence. Her high expectations and ability to recognize the potential in each of her fourth grade students makes her stand above the rest. Winston Academy congratulates Taylor McGraw on this first year teacher award. And at this time, we would like to recognize Ms. Paula Dahl, who's on with us from Human Resources in the district office. Mrs. Dahl, is there anything that you would like to add or share this evening? Thank you for joining us. Oh, it looks like Ms. Dahl was on a little bit ago and she just popped off. All right, do we have any other members from our district office team on with us this evening? I know we had a few that said that they were coming. Well, I would like to congratulate all of this year's Rising Star recipients. We are so proud of you. And at this time, if you would all like to turn your screens on, and Ms. Crossway will see if we can get a group photo of those that are on and the principals that are on. Thank you to my colleagues for nominating your rising stars. We certainly appreciate you taking the time to do that. There we go. Let's see if we could all like do a little wave at the same time. There we go. Hi, everyone. Look at all those bright, beautiful smiles. Monica's trying to get everybody on one, or at least to slide it over so we can see some more of you. She's trying to take a picture of everyone. Let's see if I can take a picture. You know what I could do? Here, you want to just take a picture with my phone? All right, let's do that. There we go. And if anyone would like to unmute at this time and say a few words, you are welcome to do that before we wrap up our 7th annual Rising Star celebration. Oh, there's a couple things in the chat. What have we got, Ms. Crossway?
Congrats, everyone. What a huge accomplishment.
And Ms. Niedringhaus, thank you. She said this was a wonderful honor to each and every one of you. And we have Ms. Sharon Thomas, who says on behalf of all of us at Delta Kappa Gamma, congratulations. Thank you, everyone. At this time, we'll stop our recording. And if there's anything that you would like to chat about, I know Ms. Bobby Kelly wanted to share some things about an upcoming Delta Kappa Gamma event and invite you all.
Yes, again, we want to say congratulations. We're very proud of all of you. We want you to give favorable consideration to becoming a member and joining us in the projects and committees that interest you and participate in these activities. You're all invited to our Founders Day celebration on Saturday, May 14th. If you have an interest in joining, please plan on being there with us. You'll receive an email with more information as we get things planned. So we hope to see you May 14th.